Hi, Casey Grammer, Year 8 Science. Today I'm going to be conducting a demonstration of the chemical changes prac that you guys were scheduled to do last week and unfortunately unable to do it, so I will be doing it for you, and we'll be taking videos of a demonstration of each of the 4 stations of the chemical changes prac, and you guys will be able to take observations and answer your questions just as you would if you were conducting the experiment yourself. I have 4 stations of equipment all laid out in front of me here, which we'll be using. So station 1, we have a heat-proof mat, Bunsen burner, matches, a skewer, strontium chloride and copper sulfate. Station 2, we have a test tube in a rack, copper sulfate, we have ammonium hydroxide, and we have a thermometer. Station 3, we have a test tube in a rack, we have some magnesium ribbon, which I'll be breaking up into a smaller piece. We have some dilute hydrochloric acid, and for station 4 we have lemon juice, some bicarb soda, a thermometer and a spatula. Okay guys, that's everything we have. I will be running the demonstrations individually, and you guys can just take down your observations as we go. Let's get started. Okay, this is station 1, pretty much set up and ready to go. We'll be using the strontium chloride solution in this one. For each of the solutions, I'm going to provide you with a little printout of the label, because you guys need to mark down the risks and hazards associated with it. So this is the label for strontium chloride. Just pause the computer screen and take down the notes on the hazards there. So I'm just going to move that away again for you to note down for your prac. Okay, so basically I'm going to start you off. Okay, so we're ready to run through the method for activity 1. Step 1, light a Bunsen burner. Always make sure it's on safety flame first. We will take a wooden skewer and we're going to break a bit of the end off to make it a little bit more frayed. So there we go, break an end off, and we are going to break an end of the skewer off into the strontium chloride solution. Dip that in there, hold it just for a couple of seconds. Okay, and I'm going to put the Bunsen burner on blue flame. Now we are going to place the skewer into the flame. Okay, record your observations for activity 1 in your results table and tick which of these pieces of evidence show that a chemical change has occurred. Repeat the above steps for the copper sulfate solution. Okay guys, here's your copper sulfate solution, and there is a copy of the printout on the label. Just mark down the hazards there, pause your screen if you need to. Okay, so what we need to do is I need to remove the cap here. Now we are going to place our skewer into the copper sulfate solution. And place it in the flame. Okay, that's the end of station 1. Just mark down your observations. Here's the setup for station 2. We have a copper sulfate solution and a ammonium hydroxide solution. Here's a printout for the ammonium hydroxide label. It's listed as ammonia solution, but it is the same as ammonium hydroxide. Pause the screen, mark down the risks on your label. Okay, step 1 is place 3 eyedroppers full of ammonium hydroxide into the test tube on the test tube rack. Step 2, add copper sulfate solution drop by drop, no more than 10 drops into the ammonium hydroxide. Okay. Okay, here's the setup for station 3. Here is a printout of your hydrochloric acid label. Mark down what you need to mark down for the label there. Pause the screen if you need to. There we go. Okay, so step 1 is to place a 2 centimetre strip of magnesium ribbon into a test tube in a rack. Here's the magnesium ribbon in the tube. Step 2, gently stand a thermometer into the test tube. So here's our thermometer. Place that right in the tube, like so. Okay. So add approximately 2 centimetres of dilute hydrochloric acid into the tube. Okay, record your observations for activity 3 in the table and tick off any of the pieces of evidence that shows that a chemical change has occurred. Okay, here's our setup for station 4. We have our lemon juice, a beaker, sodium bicarbonate, thermometer and a spatula. Step 1, put approximately 40 mils of lemon juice into the 100 ml glass beaker. Step 2, gently stand a thermometer in the beaker. Okay. Now step 3, add 1 teaspoon of baking soda to the beaker.
Okay, record your observations for activity 4 in your results table. Tick which of the pieces of evidence show that a chemical change has occurred. Okay, that's the last station for this prac, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the demonstrations today and got something out of it. And if you have any questions to each of the activities, please direct your questions to your science teacher. And good luck with finishing off your prac.